It's Targan coming at you with a game of Skyrim. This is my Mustache and me, our first episode of Skyrim, and I am very much looking forward to this. Now, I've played a lot of Skyrim over the years, more than 1,000 hours, across various platforms. I haven't played in several years. This is just a vanilla playthrough. I haven't really thought about what we do yet, you know? I just figured we would take a look around, take it in, and, you know, play some of one of my favorite games in the whole world. I figured we'd probably do what I think of as a typical run, right? Where I do the things I would normally do and play the way that I would normally play, not particularly high cheese.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there.
Damn you Stormcloaks. Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy.
Sometimes I close my eyes and I can just see this whole game play out in front of me.
You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds.
But there's so... You know, you wish you could go back
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue.
and see it all again for the first time.
The true High King.
Ulfric, the Jarl of Windhelm? You're the leader of the rebellion.
As it all sinks in,
Captured you.
as the world
God,
becomes real.
Where are they taking us?
I don't know where we're going, but Sovngarde awaits.
No, this can't be happening. This isn't happening.
Hey, what village are you from, horse thief?
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts.
A classic beginning, of course, in fantasy is to be a memoryless person held prisoner, and then eventually set free.
Good.
Which, well, you know, spoilers if you don't know what happens. We're not gonna die today.
Dibella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
And, you know, he's,
General Tully is the military governor, and it looks like the Thalmor
maybe there's a
are
mod where he runs fast
Damn
enough.
I bet they had something to do with this.
But, you know, although I can see this whole sequence in my head all the time, I rarely play it because, like a normal Skyrim player, you have a save when you get to the end here right before character
Wonder if Elon
creation.
is still making that mead with juniper berries mixed in.
And now our camera's
When I was
locked.
a boy, imperial walls and towers used to make me feel so safe.
Either because...
Where are they going?
Yep, there we go.
Why? I want to watch the soldiers.
And that poor little kid, old Hamlin.
Yes, Papa.
Get these prisoners out of the carts. Move it!
Why are we stopping?
Why do you think? End of the line.
Because it tells a lot, this opening sequence
Let's
does.
Shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
It sets the stage,
We're not rebels.
Face your death.
both
with some
in
courage, thief.
what's happening around us and what's happening to us.
Step towards the block when we call your name. One at a time.
Empire loves their damn lists.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
And this is, of course, where the autosave
It has
starts.
been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood. Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel.
And then with the, you're not gonna kill me.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like
And he
running?
never ever gets away.
Wait. You there. Step forward.
And here we get a glimpse of the ridiculous, unfeeling bureaucracy of the moment,
Who are you?
where they literally don't even know who we are. And yet, we can still be found guilty of existing here in their system. But, so character creation, the most important thing in the game, right, is what difficulty you're going to play at, what kind of game you're going to have, what happens when you play it. Now, there are two things for every character There's the racial abilities. The game tells you, they have fire resistance and the wrath, the active and the passive things. And then there's height, which the game never makes clear to you at all. Now, height is very important. Height is a multiplier on your physical running speed and on your physical damage with melee weapons. So it's something that you can never get back. High elves are the tallest, I think, and then I think it's like orcs, and then like male Nords, and then female Nords, and then you have some that are even shorter than like the 1.0 standard. Like I think Bretons are shorter and whatnot. But for any level of difficulty at all, orc, I think male or taller, but orc is the proper choice because orc has the best racial by far in the game. It's called Berserker Rage. The thing about Berserker Rage is that it doubles your damage, and it takes your damage that you take in half. And for anyone paying attention, that's the same as raising the game a difficulty level, or rather lowering the game a difficulty level from like master to legendary. So anytime you just hit Berserker Rage, you just get to go all the way off. But we're gonna play an orc, an outsider in the land here that just happens to be the single best choice.
Captain, what should we do? She's not on the list.
Really just Berserker Rage. Even without the height difference, Berserker Rage would be
By your
enough.
orders, Captain. I'm sorry. We'll make sure your men are turned to Osenium.
Hadvar's really a bro.
Prisoner.
Hadvar knows where all the races of Tamriel are from, and he promises all of them that he'll do his best to make sure that they get their proper funerary rites.
Some here in Helgen call you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to
Murder his king and usurp his throne.
You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down.
I mean, who among us has not seen this a billion times? But, for the purpose of streaming, right, it had to be shown. Normally you would just, like, start thinking about playing the game when you walk out of Helgen, but...
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the eight divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over with.
And I have a tremendous amount of respect for this guy here. Stormclake Soldier number 1. I mean, he's not wrong. His ancestors do smile upon him.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperials. Can you say the same?
I mean, what a fine thing to say.
You Imperial bastards!
Perhaps the finest of final words.
Death to the Stormcloaks!
Indeed,
As
Ingrid.
fearless
Indeed.
in death as he was in life.
Next, the orc.
Here it is again. Did you hear
And
that?
perhaps we could die as well
I
as
said,
him.
Next, prisoner.
But it will not have to be learned today. For a new challenger approaches. I'm like, is there even any utility in slowing down and pretending to take in the game? I think not. We'll just play like we normally do.
What do you see?
Towards a view of just like, speeding through. Not like truly, but yeah, that could be fun. We'll actually like try to play the game. Try to play the story mode, but with modern intelligence. Alright, so you get control of your character. You figure out how to sprint and jump again. Is it? There we go. So he pops through the wall here. There's probably like a better way to go around. I know there is a better way to go around. You can like skip over the whole wall. But this is a glitchless run, right? This is we're not trying to do glitches. He'll land right there, but if you get through the wall there, you get ahead of him there. You need to save a little bit of stamina here, depending on how much you wasted on the way in. And then right here, he would theoretically land again, but you don't have to see him, right? You go in here. So if you go to the left side, it's the Imperials. Like, who among us would ever do that? Nobody would do that. That's ridiculous behavior. And then we stand over here for Rayloff to show up and to cut our bonds off. I actually barely remember how you're supposed to play that beginning sequence on account of always just running through it exactly like
We're
that.
the only ones who made
Yes, it does look like we're the only ones who made it,
That
sir.
thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go. You may as well take Gunyor's gear.
Alright, so loot bodies. Bam, bam, bam. You want to go into your inventory first of all. Very important is to favorite your stuff, because I'm playing with the controller. I don't... There we go, and now we will get flames here. Now, of course, because we're, you know, normal human beings, we know at this point the thing that you're supposed to do is just level up a bit of one-handed on Ralof. You can also get some fire as well, but it's not really that efficient. And anyway, destruction is not like the point of this area. We're just using it until we basically get a shield. Destruction's not ever like good damage. You gotta spend way too much cheesiness to get anything out of it. One-handed is the way to go. But you get a little bit of damage over time here. What difficulty is it on? Okay, yeah, it's on expert right now. We'll probably leave it on expert, but I might well turn it up to master before too long. I haven't played in a long time. I don't want to like die all the time, but I've played a very large amount of Skyrim, so I certainly can't be playing it like adept. That's ridiculous. I think even just playing at this difficulty though, we'll probably just turn it up to master right away. You know, let's just do it right now. And we'll turn it down if we need, but I imagine we can just probably do this. It won't be any biggie. After all, we did play Orc, so all right. And then I already favorited that. So swords are superior to axes, and if I have to explain that to you in this game, they swing faster, and that's what matters. And now he's going to get the key because I neglected to get the key first. We're going to put this helmet on. Did I not put the initial armor on? No. I'll wear all the other stuff, but I'm not going to wear, like, the cuirass of the Empire. I'm a proud orc, after all. And then while we wait for Ralof to open this door, which, again, if we had gotten the key, we would have been able to get instead, we will just take some swings at him, because free experience is free experience. Alright, and now it's just time to charge down here again. You don't have to wait. The wall crashes down. It doesn't matter. Who cares? And we've got this little room here. Oh yeah, I turned it up. I'm like, man, they're living a long time. But yeah, it's just because I just turned it up to master, which is okay. You know. You just gotta be a little more thoughtful about stamina management, only for a little while. What I'll show you somewhat later will blow your mind if you're not familiar, and make you say, oh yeah, I knew you could do that, if you already knew. There's potions in that barrel all the time, but not the other ones, and then that's all of them. We should just go ahead and favorite these. Now we're good. I keep on hitting the wrong thing to charge. We got the room with the torturer. I'm like, this is all very important, like, world building stuff, but I don't even know if I could pretend to notice new things or to talk about Skyrim well. Oh, I'm about to die again. Alright, so, hilariously, forgetting that you actually can take damage in this mode. But now, getting the shield, which is the most important thing in the game.
Looks like there's something in this cage. It's locked. Can get it open.
And we can get, what, like the 30 MP hood here? Yeah, something like that.
We get out. Grab anything useful and let's go.
And sparks, which I'm not using, because why would anyone?
Hey, watch it.
Like, it's this room now? Yeah, it's this room now, which actually could be a little bit of a hassle here. We're just going to go ahead and provoke them to action so that we can start getting some damage in. Because we don't want our guys to totally die here, and it's a lot easier to fight them in this tunnel than somewhere else. And then we can just accidentally our own guys. This one gets trapped in here, and it'll be easy to make short enough work of him, and will not be in any danger. Now we got a stack of like 3 of them, and their captain, which is falling and has fallen. What am I doing? I'm getting so many arrows, and you'll never guess what'll happen next. That's right, we'll occasionally use them. It's gonna go great. The beginning of the game is often spent just putting a lot of things into your favorites. That's how it's supposed to be, you know. That's ever been the fate of the Skyrim character, to get shot at, and then to eventually pull out the bow. And remember that all happiness in the world comes from archery. I really should be able to hit these. I think I just shot my person in the face. Might have been in the side. Anyway, so we'll work on using the bow later. Right now, we're just going to hit this guy with the power attack real quick. It's been a while since I played the game. You can see I'm pretty lousy. But I still think, like, look, I won't die that many times. It'll be fine. And then, of course, here we got this little nonsense, very important little nonsense. How does one wait? Oh, we can't wait in this location. That's right. That makes sense. And then Spider Room. Now, the important thing about Spider Room is to get here long before the rest of them do, because then you can just pick off all of them, you know, with this stealth archery, which is the characteristic of all gentlemen's Skyrim play. Because they're already, like, sort of thinking this is going on, but you could shoot over their shoulders there, and spiders are very stupid. Now, that one got hit, but it'll still be fine. Even now, it'll be fine. Unfortunately, Rayloff is about to go wake them up, and the next set are going to come down from the ceiling, but we'll still be okay, since the first ones are there. Just keep on going, buddy. What do you gotta worry about? Literally nothing. I'm like, wait, isn't that how it works? It is. You just gotta make sure you're not quite in the vision range, and then Rayloff will, you know, isolate them a little bit there. Here we take the Frostbite Venoms, not because they're good, they aren't, but because we can sell them for a little bit of money, which is very, very important at the beginning of the game, and then eventually entirely irrelevant. But we're not going to bother searching all these egg sacs or whatever. We're just going to let them run a little bit forward here, and then get to charging onward. I forgot how to jump for a second. And then what? We've got our thing of coins here.
There's a bear just ahead.
And then he notes that there's a bear ahead. You don't want to fight the bear, Rayloff? I literally don't care. And anyway, so that's a master kill on a bear. It's not like it's hard to play this game, right? Sure, you're about to see the game get a lot harder, but that doesn't matter, and I'll tell you why. Because the universe rewards bravery. It doesn't care about playing on expert. Just play on master. I'm not playing on legendary. Legendary, in my opinion, is a little grindier than is fun anyway. Wait, what's this? Oh no! I didn't know they put this as an official mode in the game. Oh no, this changes everything. Oh man. Kinda want to play with it. Well. Well, I didn't know that. I had played with like various hardcore mods and stuff over the years, but like I said earlier, like I haven't played Skyrim in several years now. Huh. Well, maybe. I don't know. Well, I mean, seems like I obviously should. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna figure out what goes on in survival mode then. All right. Maybe yeah. So reduce carry weight, no fast travel, blah 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 blah.
Wait!
The air is warm here. Well, that's a good message. All right. So we can't level up because we just did the thing. Active effects. All right. So we can see that our orc racial applies there somewhat. And all right, so interesting stuff. I don't know how to see where our hunger is, but maybe we'll figure that out as we go ahead. We're gonna grab some berries. Let's yeah, oh, it's just an ingredient. I know that. I know it's not food.
Better clear out of here. My sister, Gerda, runs the mill in
So
Riverwood.
normally what I would do here is
I'm
this.
sure she'd help you out. It's probably best that we split up. Good luck. I wouldn't have made it without your help today.
Man, this place is lush. I don't remember Skyrim looking like this, but I never played it on a machine this good. You know, my most extensive Skyrim playing was many years in the past.
You should go to Windhelm and join the fight to free Skyrim.
And he's like, you should join the Stormcloaks, a notoriously xenophobic organization. They won't notice you're an orc because of your hat. And we're like, yeah, smart, great, wizard. No, let's just play like I normally would, right? Towards the end of playing the game normally, but just playing like we normally would. Now, I don't always come here because we actually replace the stone very quickly. But a warrior stone early is a totally good choice. So skipping this mine is bad, right? Because this mine is awesome. This mine is the best mine. This mine allows you to become incredibly heroic early on. We'll sleep on a bedroll inside the mine or outside the mine, whichever is first.
Bad time to get lost, friend.
And here... Did Rayloff help out there? Well, that's funny. Anyway, here we do take the steel mace. The thing about the steel mace... Oh, the fur shoes have a good warmth rating. That's excellent. And we'll pull the arrows out of his body. The mace, although it has a slower swing, is, I think, fine at this point. I am peckish. Eat food to get stuff back, yes. Alright, it's gonna become a menu simulator. I might turn it off if it annoys me. No, we're gonna do this. I might regret it though. So the thing about this mine is everyone in the world knows how you're supposed to do it, right? You're supposed to run in here, avoid these things, wish you had a pickaxe, but not be able to pick one up until slightly later.
Aren't you worried someone will wander in here? The entrance isn't exactly hidden, you know.
And then when you're here, you get to shoot these folks on the way up, which is good because they're a little tough. Oh no, I have forgotten sort of how to play the game right, and now I'm about to die. No, okay, we're fine.
What you gonna do?
I'm like, I think, oh yeah, I was like, the swing speed is screwed up, but it's by my hunger rating, so yeah, definitely a little tricky. Well, hopefully we can find some proper food before too long in here. I'm only now being like, man, I guess I don't know very much about this. I don't. Alright, because we got this pickaxe, but... Oh wait, no. We're not waiting for that. That takes forever. Alright, so... Man, I'm swinging so slow. That's embarrassing. But still, this is faster than not doing it. Alright, and we're just going to rest. That'll let us get a level up. Okay, so all the points always go to health. Everybody knows that. First level up goes to one-handed because damage is better than all the other things. Man, don't they have like a cart of cabbages or something in here?
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Oh yeah, I forgot to be hiding. It'll be okay.
Your head.
Alright, carry weight is reduced to 150 here. This guy did not go along with them, which is good. We're going to shoot down the hallway to provoke him to walk all the way down there to try to get a full kill on him. Because these guys are real dumb, and we'll follow an arrow down a hallway. There we go, and now we'll be able to get both of them here.
True Nords never back down.
And we are able to really punish him for acting like a true Nord. This orc knows what's up, right? This orc knows no one's best in an orc. Easy peasy. And we get the Ember Shard Mine Key, and importantly another level up, which means it's about to run back over to this bedroll. That's what's hot on the streets right now. You gotta get your bedroll efficiency. First up, you take your next level, right bear, into one-handed weapons. Everybody knows that. That's the thing you do. Now the next thing for stamina reduction for one-handed weapons, that's trash. That's terrible. Nobody should be taking that. I'll tell you why here in a bit when I blow your mind with something that you may already know about and thus will not find impressive. And we get clairvoyance, which is nothing. And yes, sacks of, I'm like, don't I have... Yes, there we go. I was like, I was thinking earlier, I'm like, I left all of those random things that could have had... Ooh, Canis root. Canis root, as everybody knows, is one of the ingredients in paralysis poison, so we're about to really be making it. We're also about to have so many apples. I'm actually so happy about this, this survival mode. It's giving me so much joy to think about all of the ways that I can agonize over the menu. Alright, how do I tell how hungry I am? No, but how do I tell how hungry I am? Alright, there we go. We feel better and are now satisfied. Now, what's in the chest? We get an amethyst and gold. Scroll of Firestorm. That's good because we can sell it. Bracers of Smithing is actually kind of sick. A Smithing enchantment super early can be excellent. We're not going to do any what I consider exploitative bugs. Just things that I would consider fairly as working as intended, right? So we're not doing like loops where you abuse, in my mind, the enchantment cycling with alchemy or restoration looping or anything like that to do that. Seth, you say you've not yet heard of this game? Yes. Well, then you're in for a treat, my good man. And of course, right here, I'm doing this really clumsy because we're not going to be able to get the kills in time. And they already see us. Fortunately, it'll be fine. So you really just gotta deal with that guy. Then you get back here. You got a two-handed guy by himself in a tunnel, which is not perfect because I am stuck on a wall. But now my superior orc acrobatics have dealt with him, and there's nothing to worry about here. I have not played this game in so long, but you know, it all just really comes back to you. For I was once what I would call a practiced Skyrim player. I wouldn't say I knew everything about the game. I don't believe I did. But I did plenty for myself, you know. This guy, he thinks he's gonna find mercy, but not from me. Not today. Alright, and then down here, a little bit of mushrooms. Fishing supplies, what? I've never seen these before in my life. Alright, so apparently there's a thing called a fishing rod in this game. That's new, right? That's me. Alright. I do not have a lot of mods installed. This is the Skyrim Special Edition, but I haven't installed any mods at all. This is just vanilla. So this is, I guess, something that they put into the game. I'm not that compelled by doing it, but I am interested in it. I reeled my line in too early. Well, isn't that special? Anyway, I'm just gonna drop this. We'll get back to that thought later on. I'm carrying too much junk. But here we are at the Orvane. But yeah, like, the last time I played it, this whole survival mod thing wasn't even part of it. You know, you had to download another thing. So, light armor forging, of course, to get smithing up. Forgot to take it. It's worth 70, as all skill books are, or most skill books. I don't know about all. Grab the ingots. Gonna go ahead and forge them up here. Now we can make a fishing rod. Well, that's cool. Some new things in the game, I guess. Not enough iron for an ingot, really? Maybe they got rebalanced. Like, how many did I get? Eight? Maybe I was just looking in the wrong space. Alright, what's wrong with me and why can't I find iron ingots here? Can you not make iron ingots out of iron ore? Is it in a different thing? Do you do it at like the, like, why can I not remember how to play this game? It's, yeah, because there's a different thing for it that you find somewhere. by like most of the blacksmith shops. I remember. Do I have a level up yet? No, not again. Alright, so that's like basically all the guys in here. Or there's one more maybe. But we are going to have to raid all of the food, which normally I would just ignore, because who wouldn't? But now, you know, it's suddenly more important. Oh my goodness, baked potatoes and leeks and stuff. Unreal. The good thing about survival mode is that the addition of hunger makes you want to look in all of the random sacks that normally you would absolutely not care about. No, not like that. No, I want to... Something about watching my character very, very slowly attack the iron war veins is incredibly tedious to me. And then we will gracefully open the chest, getting a soul gem and some lockpicks and some gold, which feels just great. I am now peckish. Oh no! Alright, so here we probably go down to the village just to unload a little bit of what we've got and translate it to money, and then go up to the burrow is my typical route. And we'll just... Wow, this looks pretty. I don't remember Skyrim looking like this. They really did a number on me. But it pulls you out right there, which is great. So you run in here, and, you know, the wonderful hospitality of the people becomes apparent. And you put your sword away, and you steal their flowers.
I saw a dragon.
Yes, Hilda, of course you did.
What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as...
Well, one of us has to do something.
I don't know what you... Take a look.
And of course they've had problems, and you could theoretically ask about them, but I mean, why? We know what's going on. It's never been more clear to us what's going on. They can't get along. And they're blaming each other rather than that subtle underlying fact.
Damn thief.
Yes, indeed, Valerius, indeed.
Papas isn't too friendly with strangers, but you seem alright.
Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood.
My father is Alvor, the blacksmith. I'm his assistant. I mean apprentice.
I really thought you used to just like put iron ore inside of a
Whatever you need,
thing
you're
and
looking for
turn
a
it
new
into them, but
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger?
yeah, how about I do that, and then you can
That's a decent weapon you've made there. Mm-hmm. Not bad, but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up?
and this is not actually the normal process. I can't remember why I can't do the iron ingots.
This looks good. You put time into your blades. They'll serve you well when you need them. Need some? The finest weapons and armor. Good day.
But what you do here, so when you do this, you become his friend, right?
Someday, I'm going to forge my own sword.
Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Except I think... I'm like, do I do this every time where I, yeah. There we go. We had more of this stuff. This is very riveting material, I know.
Friendly with strangers.
I should
But you
hire
seem
you to
alright.
be my assistant at this rate. Aye. The finest weapons and armor. Need something?
I don't remember this being part of it.
You have? Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh? What? Looking to protect yourself? I see. The grinds, if you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something
Anyway.
new.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not.
So Faendal is actually like a really great companion
I would stay
early,
away from him if I were
but you know, we're not gonna grab him yet. He's actually like the worst. He's a terrible person, but that's all right. I'm like, here's the cart of cabbages that I was thinking of. Like, man, it's been a while since I played. So I'm like, we don't even need to do this, or do we?
Any friend of Raylov's is a friend of mine. Here's the key to the house.
And she's like, take what you want. I'm like, how about this amethyst and all of this stuff? This necklace of the minor knight. Oh my god, Gerder, what a generous lady.
For all of us here.
She just gave us like 1,000 gold worth of stuff. And so that's pretty cool.
We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever troops he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
Thanks, sister. I knew we could count on you.
Yeah, like, companions, they're like kind of too strong, right?
I ought to get back to
It's
work
bad
with
enough
the
having
others,
access
but
to like
did
conjuration
anyone else escape? Did Ulf
and like a human brain.
Don't worry. I'm sure he made it out. It'll take more than a dragon to stop Ulfric's Stormcloak. I'll let them into the house and...
I'm like, I don't even remember where they live. Like, did I really side with the Imperial that much? They're back here, right? Yeah. This is important because as guest right happens, you're allowed to take anything that's not nailed down. Anything that's not, like, too nice. And, you know.
Make yourself at home.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, ma'am. I shall have some of your fine plates and slaughterfish. I shall have some of your fine wines. They will tell stories about the boorish behavior of this orc visitor for some time. I shall have some gold. It's a party. We will not steal the potion of haggling. The coin purse, though, totally up for grabs. I didn't mean to take the tankards. Did mean to take the other stuff, though. Alright, so the bad thing about this house is it doesn't have the ingredients for what we need. But we can get those at Whiterun anyway, and we need to go to Bleak Falls Barrow first. I mean, we could go to Whiterun before going to Bleak Falls Barrow, but I mean, literally, why?
Any way I can.
I guess to get a couple of important spells? I mean, that's not, like, a good enough reason to do it. Wait, I'm not supposed to be in here.
My sister, some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
So Fury is, like, real good. And you should always buy Fury. You kind of want to buy petty soul gems, but at this point, it's just a little bit better to not get them immediately. How many arrows can we get here? Not enough. Of course, Fury is of no use to you against, like, the undead and stuff, but, so Fury will hit the introductory level hired thugs, which is important for how I normally play the game. I guess we're gonna go to the Sleeping Giant Inn here and punch Sven in the face.
Are you listening?
We got rooms and food. Long as you... A little wheat. We have plenty of ingredients for... Take a look. Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
He's playing his silly little drum. Anyway, alright, so can I just, like, brute force how to play this game again? Just by remembering how to do it in the past. Do I go, like, left here? Does that sound right? Is getting into the water gonna make me wet and then make me die from the cold? These are questions. Yeah, so anyway, you cross the water there, although it's not telegraphed that you do that by the land here, right? And then, yeah. So here, is there like a hidden thing inside of this or whatever? Maybe not. Thought there was something like that over here. Anyway, it's not important. What is important is you can go up here, and then to the left, it sort of snakes around, and you get a path here, kind of, but only because you jump over. But it's more accessible from the left side as you go up a little further. And then you're like, bam! Suddenly, right on this path to Bleak Falls Barrow. How cool is that? I don't have a lot of arrows, which is too bad because it's a lot easier to deal with these morons with arrows. But we'll do it the old-fashioned way by sneaking up around behind them and bashing them in the back of the head. Only it doesn't work and they detect us. Alright, well, as he notes, we picked a bad time to get lost. We're just going to roast him a little bit more. Power block to get through, and a nice bash. Alright, so we take one arrow. It's really not enough to be inspiring, is it? You know. Whoops. And no trouble there.
Curse you! I'll have your head! Damn you!
And we absolutely demolish him. Alright, so we need to stand next to a thing to warm up or something. A banded iron shield is a better shield than what we had on. Alright, is there no fire in here at all? There's no fire in here at all. That's alright. Don't know why I thought there would be. You know, it's funny the things you don't pay attention to. Alright, well, in that case, it's nowhere to go but forward, and we're just going to be cold till we get inside. That's how it's going to be. Now, of course, the best way to do that is by running and not running all the way out of stamina, but that's not what we elected to do. We did it the other way, and that's okay. So here you've got like 3 guys above on the trail. You can just skip them, which might actually just be what we do here. But no, that's not fun. So there's one there to the left. We sort of missed him though, so we'll just fire up at the top of the stairs. That'll get somebody engaged with the reality of us being here, and they will peek out their heads in a moment. Nope, I missed. But now we got them. Nope, I missed again. That'll be just fine though. It'll encourage them to go further away. I am very cold. That is fine. I am very heroic, and I will be inside soon. And in a much sketchier position. Oh my goodness, that is a really, really slow way to be. I think we're gonna have to Zerk here. No, how do I do it? Alright. Alright, so by entering Berserker Rage, we have turned the difficulty down 1 level for the duration of it. And this is going to allow us to be safe here, even though everything was weird. And you also see that 2 levels into one-handed at the early levels is a dramatic increase in power, and that's why they should always be what you take. Because this would be like, on Expert, it's just like a 3-shot hit, right? So on Master, it becomes like a 6-shot hit. But that's all to the good. When we find a place in here to sleep, we will sleep for 24 hours, as is tradition, and that'll let us get our Berserker Rage back. The Berserker Rage is the most important thing in the entire game. There is no other racial ability that comes close. Don't listen to anyone who tells you otherwise. They are not right. They are wrong. And they want you to not be awesome. That's just the truth. If you didn't know, Orc is objectively the proper choice. They are not just handsome and beautiful creatures. They are not just tusked and, you know, noble in countenance. They are objectively the only correct racial choice. And now we're inside, and it's warm again. Magnificent. And it's back to the bow. So you know, you frequently rush this because you've played it before. But let's pretend that we're not going to rush it for a second and sneak up on him and listen to him talk. It's like you can barely hear him. It's like, wait, what if he doesn't come back? What's going on? Of course, a normal player just does this from even further away than I'm doing it. Whoops.
Time to end it.
Bam. Alright, and the most important thing here, right, is that all these guys have arrows, or most of them do, and there's nothing in the world as important as a bunch of arrows. Alright, so we're gonna stand by this fire and get our groove back. Oh yeah, you feel that? You feel that? Now we're warmer but still chilly. That's the good stuff. I'm so glad I turned survival mode on. This is actually a blast for me. I'm having so much fun. Because I had played like a survival mod, but this is nice because, you know, it's fully implemented in the proper, you know, normal release of the game. So you have confidence that nothing's going to get interrupted. What we're going to do here is sleep for the whole night, actually, or till like, what, till like 6:30 a.m. Just to make sure that we get our, you know, our beauty sleep. It's important to be well rested when going into these perilous places. And we've leveled up. Of course, the only proper choice is to one-handed damage. Alright, so here, fighting stance is 25% less stamina. Totally irrelevant. Stamina is not going to be a concern very much longer for us. So the choice is between archery damage, sneak percentage, and like light armor. Here you go with archery. We can't get the second level until we get to 20, which we'll probably get on this next one. But damage is always the right thing to take, all the perks at the beginning. The thing about leveling up armor is you only get levels up on armor by getting hit or by paying merchants. We'll talk more about that as the run goes on. Because merchant asset swaps are a major part of leveling up efficiently in Skyrim. Not hyper efficiently, we're not doing that kind of run, but fairly efficiently. Now I don't need to look into these urns. Wow, 18 points of hunger from bread? Jeez. It's like a whole loaf. Alright, so it's been some time, but there's a proper way to do this this ruin, right? Will I be able to remember it? Why? Am I still cold? Oh, we're hungry. Ridiculous! Let's have another bread or two. Is that really not enough? How many hunger points are there? Okay, there we go. I feel better now. You probably get hungry all through the night. So this guy, of course, you can let him go there to the thing, but it's better to shoot him like so. Because he's like a boss level character. Yeah, so he's an outlaw, and that actually makes him rather dangerous, but I almost got back into a corner, but now he's alright. He's not actually that dangerous. He can be if he wields a two-hander. I don't think he's always the same morph of guy every time. We'll get a torch, you know, for ambiance. We're peckish again. How many hunger points are there? If I eat enough, will it call me? Oh, 220 points of hunger for a slaughtered slaughterfish. Okay, maybe there's a lot. Maybe there are a lot of points for hunger. Alright, the Banded Iron Shield is a... better shield than those other ones. Wait. I'm like, am I not wearing armor? I'm wearing armor. Okay. And of course here you gotta do the thing, which is what? Serpent thing. I'm like, why... Shouldn't I just know this? Shouldn't I just be able to walk up to this and be like... Yeah, it's like serpent, swirly thing, serpent. No. I'm like, why? Serpent, swirly thing? Serpent, dolphin, whale guy? This is actually like really shaming, because if you would have told me that I would do that and not just remember it, I would have been like, nah, I mean, I'll remember the things. I won't, though. Alright, so here, sneaking is good, so there's some skeevers downstairs. You kind of want to kill them with flames as you come up this thing. So you just go like so, and then they come up, and then... So like they want to come up at you, and then you don't even have to worry about it too much, because they're actually really annoying to kill in melee at this point in the game, and they can do decent damage against you on Master. But you know, you got here with your little flames, and it's a little cheesy, but you know, hey, tower defense is what it is. And then before you know it, you just get to come on down here, and everything is okay. And now here, of course, we get to the real good stuff, which is how well do you remember where every single Draugr in the game is? Oh wait, no, that's not yet. Is it? Man, I haven't played in a really long time. Like, oh right, it's this part first. See, the thing is, it does a totally humorous amount of damage. Just, like, hysterically funny. So you can't really get hit very much by it. And we don't really have that many arrows, do we? What do we have? 40? Yeah, it's, that'll be good enough. Whatever. Fortunately, they gave you a little tower to fight this spider here. The poison damage is like actually tuned for master mode, whereas most of the other damage when you get here early, it's actually pretty easy. Because like once I went to Bleak Falls Barrow at like level 30, and I was shocked to learn that the denizens of it were actually like a little bit danger inducing, a little bit inducing of peril.
You did it. You killed it. Now cut me down. Yes, the claw.
Of course, there are a number of ways to do this.
It's coming loose. I can feel it. Cut me down. You'll never get the claw.
But this is the most effective of them. This way you don't have to like chase him or anything. The journal's not worth much, really not worth taking. And now we get to the fun part, which is trying to remember where all of the Draugr and the whole thing are. Now, normally I would just remember because I used to play this so much. Because some of the ones in the walls aren't real. Like that one's not. This one is. This one is not. Yeah, this one's not. This is the first one of them. And then there's one around the right side of the wall, too. And this guy should peek out his head soon. There we go. Yeah, come and run right into it, buddy. Get some. Never should have come here. Oh, it's so fun to say that in a game where it's topical, and not just every other game where I say it to be funny. And with the mighty bash through the brain pan, he's taken care of. Whoops, I meant to do a little bit of resto cheese. And of course you just gotta not walk into that trap on the floor. It's a funny way to die. And then you got this dude here. There's not like a super elegant way to kill him at this level. Because he's like a sort of beefy guy. You can run around this way. Right, and you run this way, and then he just gets absolutely schwammered. And that's what I would do normally, right? Like, that's what I consider the ideal way to deal with that guy on a somewhat higher difficulty. Just because it takes a lot of arrows to pop him. And first of all, you're arrow limited. Second of all, you're somewhat space limited. Third of all, if you're going to be backing up through that area, just kill him with the trap anyway. Why fight him face to face, right? Shoot him in the back. It's easier that way. And then you got this guy here. There's one that's going to wake up to the left. So you kind of want to back up around the wall here so that they don't see you too early. Here, Flames does a lot of work. Oh, wow. I took an absolute truckload of damage from that one. Some of these archers do, like, a lot of damage early. So we're just going to eat various goat cheeses and wheels thereof. Ah, well fed. There we go. That's even better than we need food. A brutal showing. Ancient Nord arrows suck, but the Ancient Nord bow is actually better than the longbow. So, goodbye longbow, we knew you well. Alright, and then there's like these things, and if there's a way around it, it's just like paying attention to the timer. I guess you could let the other guy go ahead. So this thing's above your head here, and you could sort of use it to deal with these guys here, because this big dude in the alcove, you have to shoot a couple of times. Alright, he's just a regular Draugr, though. They haven't scaled him up yet, because we're not level 5 or whatever. So that's him taken care of. So there's another of the sort of fun barrels in the sky there, right? And I didn't mean to jerk it over his head like that much. Pretty lame. Now that they're all woken up, we crash that down, and the ones behind him will get busted by it and burnt up. Allowing us to very carefully do this. And hopefully the one behind him doesn't have an arrow. Alright, he doesn't. That's good. They're just going to back up some. And missed the timing on that pretty substantially. But it won't matter. With a nice little head bash, it'll all be taken care of. One-handed 29, that's one step closer to 40 for our next big incremental jump. And now this room, where you just have to walk forward a little bit and get that guy to walk forward out of there. You shoot to the wall to make him walk over in that direction and turn his back. I said to turn his back. Oh, it's just a regular Draugr, nothing to worry about. It's a two-hander, so that means like big damage potentially, but if he's not restless, then he won't have the mods for making you uncomfortable. We're down to like 2 arrows, which is super rough. That is one of the terrible things about the higher difficulties, is you have to run out of arrows because it takes twice as many as expert to take them out. But you know, you do what you gotta do. That's another reason why I say master is fun in a way that legendary isn't. If it takes twice as many arrows as it's taking me right now to kill them, that's so many arrows. Like what a boring amount of arrows. Who even cares about that many arrows, right? It's not fun. That's not great. It's not inspiring the people. You know, it does inspire the people, pulling out the pickaxe and bashing away at this iron ore vein. That's what's the good stuff right there. I'm sure you could use those pickaxes, but it's nice to already have your own. I think it's technically a little faster to dual wield them, but I absolutely do not want to spend the space on that. Scroll of fireball, fine, who cares? Potion of True Shot, sure, that's a nice thing to hold on to for a long time, forget about, and never ever ever use. I almost got accelerated off by those things, pretty fun. So you can go down here and there's like items or whatever, but they're never good, right? They're never good. They're never like a bunch of arrows. How did I break that? I say that and get 9 arrows. Just what I always wanted. But, you know, unironically. I'm like, and which way did we come from? Oh, agony. Alright, the only thing to do is just look at the map. I've already made such a huge mistake turning around there. How embarrassing that I couldn't remember. This doesn't even feel right. They both seem like they're the same way. Surely this is where I came from, right? No, now I see it. Alright, and now it's time to go. The good thing is they're very stupid. Don't know how to press their advantage well. On account of being controlled by the computer, while I am a smart person who would never make dumb choices in the moment. As is evidenced by me still being alive at the end of that encounter. That's what you call proof. And I know you might be saying, I don't really know if you proved what you think you did there, buddy. But hey, I'm still alive. And you can't argue with that. Not if you're that Draugr, anyway, who is not just dead, he's dead again. Alright, and it's into the Bleak Falls Sanctum with us. Which, like, can we just say that this is not the best scenario for us here? So we gotta wake them up. And then run through there, almost dying in the process. All to encourage them to run through this, to die, to make us feel like we're awesome and part of Indiana Jones. And let me be clear, it's a good plan. I mean, sure, he doesn't appear to be hurt, but it's a good plan. Like I said, a good plan. So there's a couple more in here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I'm like, I know they're up here somewhere. And then you just nuke them there. Which feels incredibly satisfying. And then this dude just sort of like wanders around, but if you shoot at the wall, you can make him investigate the wall because dumb zombie doesn't know any better. Dumb zombie thought he heard an arrow, but it must have been the wind, and then before you know it, he had a great fall. Amazing! You know, I love how this game just brings it all right back to you. It's like, hey, remember how you killed all those Draugr without them really ever having a chance? Do you want to do it again? Over and over? Till the end of time? And I said, well, yeah. Sounds great. Like, that's not the answer. I didn't remember what it was. I just thought maybe I could get it and look cool. Alright, so it's bear first. Any fool would know that. No, wait, no, it's Chrysalis last. For first you are the bear, and then the butterfly, and then, and only then. Unless it's supposed to be an owl. Maybe it's supposed to be an owl and not a butterfly. Now it's all a bunch of owls, unless they're butterflies. Alright, so the thing here is, if you make it up there with enough time, then you can do, like, all the attacks you need while he's trying to get up. Because you gotta hit here, and now you're good, and he's gonna try to get up. Right? No? Welkland Stone. Yeah, sure, you can just get that. Staff of the Familiar. Nice! Oh, that's awesome. Dude, Conjuration Staffs, no matter how mediocre, are the best thing. Alright, we gotta drop something. I guess we're just gonna drop this, yeah, there we go. Alright. There we go. Now we have learned Foos. Oh, I don't have it. But anyway, so with the familiar, it's actually gonna distract him pretty significantly, because these guys do a lot of damage, but they have just enough life to where you can kill them pretty quick. Ancient North Sword of Cold is gonna be dramatically better than what we have right now for a weapon. So we'll just toss that. That's also gonna have the effect of giving us our carry weights back. And we'll just buy these things real quick, and yeah. Well, this could not possibly be going better. We now have a little familiar guy, my favorite kind of thing, and yeah. And there's like some stuff in this room, but I don't ever remember where all of it is. Orcish mace, yes, don't mind if I do. Now we're gonna throw that sword away because in spite of being enchanted, it's not worth very much. Actually, no, we need the cold enchantment, don't we? It isn't worth very many points for, because, like, the enchantment, whatever, we'll leave it. We'll get another one later, it doesn't matter. Who cares, not me. This is my level of involvement. The point of this is to finish Bleak Falls Barrow before we go to Whiterun for the first time, because otherwise you have to turn around and go back. Like, do they not have a bedroll up here for me or anything? Ridiculous. I'm gonna take this skull down the mountain just because of that. Yeah. Yeah, so there you have it. And then you pop out here on the side, just like always. Which, of course, brings us to the next major part of the game. Going to the hut. Right? Because we could have done this first, but we're doing it now. Right? Right. So this is like my favorite place in the whole game, and it happens to be right here. But I usually circle around to it. It just depends. Because it's here right in the shadow of the burrow, but the easiest way is to come around to it, like on the way out, right? Because here's this nice lady
I'm
named
just a
Denise
poor old woman,
who's
dear.
like,
No need to trouble yourself with me.
it's like, I'm just a poor old woman. Nobody cares about me. I'm just an old lady.
I get so lonely out here.
I'm so lonely. And then you're like, wait, what's behind this trap door? Bum, bum, bum. And of course, no one can resist looking. I mean, I already know, but like, this is why this is my favorite place. Because you're like, huh, lonely old lady in a wizard robes. And then you're like, wait, what's all this? What's all this? And you're like, well, I guess I'll steal from her. It doesn't feel wrong. Well, I mean, because, you know, you're like, hey, what's going on here? And then you read the letter, and you're like, dum-ba-bum. Helga, dear, why do you hesitate? You can feel the power coursing in your blood. You only have to reach out and grasp it. Now it's that boy of yours and come. Come live with me in the forest. My sister will be here soon. Together we can form a proper coven, and your training will truly begin. And you're like, huh. Nice. And then you resolve that you should probably just take all the rest of the stuff here. Like the potent paralysis poison, everyone's favorite thing. We'll do that stuff later, but we will take advantage of this table here. So, of course, there's a couple of things you can do with an alchemy lab. You can just jam random things together, or you can remember stuff that happens to make things. You know, one of those is easier than the other. Yeah, so snowberries have the resist of like everything, right? They do. And then you'll be like, well, Canis roots you don't want to waste, because those give paralysis, but none of these other ones that I remember do. Yeah, there we go. Fortified Conjuration, good stuff. Because importantly, this lets you change things into experience, and also into a much more saleable thing. So we've got too much junk on us, which means we're just going to eat like a... Not those things. We kind of need all those things. Alright. Alright, what is holding me down? Is it miscellaneous? Is that what's doing it? Am I holding a lot of miscellaneous here? Because I'll drop them. Well, it's the cowhide's actually leather, but you know, whatever. So carrots and potatoes and leeks and stuff, these are all actually the most important items of the game. Carrots, potatoes, leeks, tomatoes, and now we're going to come up here and she's going to be like...
Some fool. Ah, none know my secret.
But even though it's master and she's like a wizard, it doesn't matter because magic's bad. But now we've done this. Of course, since we robbed her while she was alive, she has already hired goons to come out and attack us. This is useful because we will take all of their stuff later. It'll be very effective. Vegetable soup, she has some on the table. Well, then I will be able to show you this right now. So this is the best item in the game. You can make it yourself, or you can find one copy on this table. So, read along with me. Restores 1 point of health per second for 720 seconds. 12 minutes. Restore 1 point of stamina per second for 720 seconds. 12 minutes. Restore 380 points of hunger. Now let me show you what this means. Let me show you what 1 stamina per second means for this game. It means that when you run out of stamina, you don't run out of stamina for your power attacks. It means that when you bash and you are out of stamina, it regenerates the last point of stamina that you need in order to power attack there. It means that you have, for the purpose of combat, functionally infinite stamina for 12 minutes. Vegetable soup is the best item in the game. There are no comparisons to how good it is. It, simply speaking, makes the stamina stat entirely irrelevant and gives you combat prowess far, far beyond what you would normally have access to. It's the good stuff. Total Magicka is reduced. I don't even know what fatigue comes from. Needing sleep, maybe? But anyway, vegetable soup is where it's at, and you can make it using easily available ingredients. Who is this? Whom? Literally whom? Hey, buddy, you lost?
Oh, did you need something?
His name is Balbus. I've never seen this man before in my life. He's got to be new, right? I've never seen this man before in my life.
I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. You'll think my taste so refined when I offer them.
Oh, this guy.
You have heard of the gourmet.
I've never seen him here before.
Then
Oh, okay, this guy's boring and no one cares about him.
No, I've heard the gourmet is in Skyrim right now.
Okay. I was like, I have never seen this guy before. Oh, he just travels. And now I can't walk anywhere. Alright, so it's time to have a party. It's the party of eating all of the ingredients that you have with you in order to figure out how to make things better and to get the first one set up. Now, there's some item in the game that, like, kills you if you eat it, but you're unlikely to have it by accident. Just, you know, don't eat a thing that says this is the biggest poison in the world, and you'll be okay. You're unlikely to eat it by accident, but it could happen. So there's still a point in stamina with vegetable soup, which is just running, right? But eventually you can get a resto thing where you can, a resto perk, that is to say, where you can increase your stamina by the amount that you're healing your health, which is sort of like a way to churn through it. But really, you can get enough sort of passive experience of passive stuff to stamina from items and the like to usually not have to notice it too much. And since for the purposes of combat, you do not run out, you can just go up and straight shield bash a person forever, which is, as they say, very good. Beyond a little bit good. So I guess this is like a way that you're supposed to go up to the barrel. What? Oh, right, wolves exist. That was what the ominous howling was, I remember. I remember playing a mod once upon a time that made hunting practical. That was cool. I would definitely like to pursue that again someday. But anyway, you just run for a while till you get your stamina back, and then you sprint for a while. That's the way of the orc. Here you got that giant which you want to get a shot at, or else, you know, they accuse you of drinking milk. You also could theoretically accidentally shoot one of them. But, you know, you just gotta not do that. You just gotta do what I did there and get your shot off. You gotta shoot your shot. And then, because these guys are, like, fighting them with their weapons, you just go up and punch the giant a little bit. This actually inspires everyone in the land. And they start talking about you. And they're like, wow, did you see that orc? Punched a giant right to death. What up, Rio?
Handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, sister. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the companions? An order, and we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough.
Can I join you? I mean, we don't want to join them. Everybody knows the companion's quest line is lame. I mean, I'd do it if people wanted to see it, but you don't. Nobody wants to. No one cares about that. People only want to see the right way to play Skyrim.
Good luck.
And that's what I'm here for.
I need to train some more.
Alright, so importantly, we can get a bunch of potatoes here. This matters for like a million reasons. The most important of them is that it's in vegetable soup. Now, the hard one to find is like leeks, right? Because that's the one that's not in these farms around here, but I think you got to go to like Old Rorikstead. Oh, we're over encumbered. We're going to walk up to this guy and sell him something.
We could always use help. Honest pay for honest work.
Oh no, we sold him all the cabbages. That's terrible.
Carlotta's stall. Most of it
So the reason you do that is because when you sell things to a farmer, it counts as like doing a favor for somebody in the town. So that's basically the easiest way to set those up. We've already got our vegetable soup for the moment running, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump to the next important part, and then we'll come back here in a bit. Oh, I forgot to talk to the guy. That's right. You gotta talk to him first. I remember. So now that
Need a ride?
we're here, there's only one place to go, and it's Riften.
We'll be off. If you've never been to Riften, be sure to visit the Blackbriar Meadery. A few mugs of that, and you'll forget all.
So Riften is the next important step. Now stopping off at the shack to murk that lady, that's important. That's important for like, you know, for the history. This is important for the efficiency. So what we're about to do is beat this guy in a fish fight.
Got horses that need not me. Oh. You match the bet. And here we go. Come on. Let's see what you're made of.
I'm like, can I heal in these? I think so. They don't count as tricks. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh no, I'm stuck. Alright, well, good news, guys. I have broken the game. Nope, there we go. Alright, so... Normally I wouldn't do this, but... No, I guess we're just gonna go to jail, right? We're not just gonna reload whenever we make a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. That's super annoying. Anyway, you're supposed to beat him in a fist fight. And I,
This should be good.
well... Look, we might reload from dying, but we're not just gonna reload from making a mistake. Oh, man, and we're all the way back here. This... Not great. Anyway, now I don't want to play anymore. Truly the worst thing in the whole world is running over land that you'd been on twice before. I never would have cast flames on them. I was just trying to get out of the animation lock I was in. So annoying. So annoying. Oh well. I just realized that I'm not playing Khajiit like I normally do, and on Master it's actually probably going to be really hard to win that fight, which is incredibly obnoxious. We're going to go back and try to do it anyway. But you know, I bet... It's just like everything else. I'm not used to the survival thing being there, because I was moving slower, right? And swinging slower. I should have been able to bob and weave out, but I didn't. I feel so mad. This is why playing games on hardcore is nice. Because when you die, you don't have to think about picking up. You know, you're just like, oh, well, that's done. I lost. Whatever. Instead of going back 3 minutes. Anyway, let that be a lesson to you. In Skyrim, you're supposed to save before you do everything. Which I already knew. That's so obnoxious. You know, it's funny how your tolerance for things changes over time. When I was a kid, I wouldn't have thought anything of having to start over and play the same 5 minutes of a game over. And here it's just like 2, and I just like am filled with such contempt and hatred for myself. Like, how could you have done something so boneheaded as to get killed by some guards?
Yeah.
I pity anyone who comes into this giant and thinks this is how like giants in this game are. Because man, oh man, if you just walk up to one in the field, how amusing. Oh, anyway, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid. I'm mad. Like, what's the point?
Know my secret.
What? I'm locked here so that I can kill Anise over and over again? This poor witch. Hasn't she suffered enough? She hasn't. I kill her every playthrough. You know, maybe I'm not supposed to go to Whiterun. Maybe we're supposed to go this way instead. Maybe we'll die this way instead. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just not walking the same direction. I just walked again. I'm not going to do it. I'm already kind of annoyed. And I'm just not going to do that. So, you know, cancel everything we were going to do. We're going to walk this direction now. Forget everything else. It doesn't matter. What do you find here? Something for some other quest line, probably? God, I hate this game. Why do I not have it set to autosave whenever I fast travel somewhere? That's a me thing. That's not an it thing. This is the past. That's right. Well, this one's at least worth going into. We'll probably die a bunch in here, too. That's alright. Old necromancer boy. Who gets to be, like, very dangerous if you don't get him while he's still an apprentice. But, you know, he is, so you don't have to worry about him. They have like a lot of HP. I am probably not gonna make it out of this alive. All right, because the skeleton's here. Well, Anyway. Not good enough to play on Master. Got it. The problem is that the levels of difficulty are wildly different than each other, and none of them feel good. Right, so now I'm on Expert, but now they're not gonna, like, hurt me at all, and they're gonna die so fast. I mean, if I hit them, right? Like, now they die so quickly that it's almost like destruction spells are good. And that's not true. Like, this, it gives you a drastically incorrect view of everything. There's a trap on that one. But hey, you know, we'll play on Expert, a nice arcade feeling for the game. Oh, I feel so lame. Alright, apparently not. Apparently I can't play this game anymore. Apparently I'm the worst. Anyway, what am I doing wrong? Is it just that this game is adding a bunch of random effects on me that I'm not used to? It could be. Like, when you get hit with the frozen thing, does it make you, like, attack slower now? I don't know. Maybe it always did. So bad. I used to be good at games. But was I just, like, lying to myself? I don't know. I strongly feel that you're just supposed to be able to walk up to that guy and kill him, and I don't know why it didn't happen. Like, these guys are cowards. They're weak. You just hit him. I don't know why he's still alive. I'm so confused. Like, what is even going on there? Oh, the cold effect from survival. The cold effect from survival is happening, and that is making everything weird. Got it. I don't like this game. I don't want to play it anymore. Like, what do I do? Play it on normal? Play it on normal because they added a bunch of stuff? This game's too easy to play on normal, isn't it? Then why am I dying? I don't know. I don't know. This just all feels so bad. I used to play this game on Legendary. And now I'm dying on Expert to an apprentice necromancer? Like, do you understand how stupid that sounds? It sounds like I'm lying. What a waste of a life. How could I have become this, like, shell of a human? Can't even beat an apprentice necromancer in Skyrim at level 4. Like, I'm honestly ashamed of myself.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to make healing potions. You just paralyze them. I mean, like, I knew what to do. I just... Like, it's so cheap. Like, I shouldn't have to use a paralysis potion on this peasant. Like... What a waste. I mean, I always could have won the fight. It just, like, makes you feel like you're incredibly lame. But, you know, that's really the game's fault, right? That's the game's fault for allowing me to choose the survival mode and making cold magic actually incredibly good all of a sudden. Probably only against me, probably not. It probably doesn't mess up the opponents that badly. And there we go. The most useless main area in the game. The pass between the mountain and the other mountain. But hey, it lets you come over here, and that's good, right? Yeah. Why is it good? It isn't! But you know, you could perceive it as being good. Because it gets you further down the road over here, and it'll let you get, you know, like a fast travel point. Like these mammoth stones over here that'll absolutely get you schwammered by a giant if you get too close or really very close at all. Or importantly...
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
Yeah, you shouldn't talk to me like that.
What are you gonna do? Cry? I don't have to take that from you.
Alright, we're going to intimidate them, which I think means fight to the death.
You're mine.
Yes, it is my best. Little does she know, we turned it down to expert. Where the game is like 4 times easier. Because here we have silly werewolf thing, right? Right? Yeah, because if you go north, then the pass takes you right here. Yeah, Bloated Man's Grotto. Which is totally worth doing. Yeah, which is totally worth doing. But we don't have inventory space, which would be good to get.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Oh, you're gonna kill me? I am a proud orc, and I will not be spoken to like this. I bet he's sorry now.
Did you see someone run past just now? Great. Thanks.
Yeah, he went that way.
I'll catch him though.
I bet he'll get what he's looking for. Yeah, my initial impression of survival mode is just what my initial impressions of survival mods are, which is they add a lot of menuing in order to have a normal gameplay experience. Which is abstractly sort of fine, but not ideal.
Come along, no more stops. We need
Hello.
to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this
Don't bother me,
far-flung end of
peasant.
the
I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding. Indeed. I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria.
It's not very polite, but, you know, he didn't threaten us or anything. He did call us a peasant, which, I mean, not entirely accurate, but we're wearing a little hood, so it makes sense. And anyway, you don't just kill noblemen for being rude, you kill them for threatening you. Or for doing bad things, not like for being kind of a jerk on the road. And anyway, you know, maybe they've been traveling a while. We can cut him some slack for that. If it turns out he's a bad person, I'll be sorry we didn't kill him when we got the chance. But we're just going to do the traditional Skyrim thing of walking in this direction, because walking in the other one annoyed me. And I desperately want to get the fast travel point here, so with the logic of Skyrim geometry, we will head up like right here on the wall if memory serves. Yeah. You see, part of being a video game player is recognizing where the triangle will allow you in. We're probably not supposed to go in here. So that's why I'm going in. This is probably like a place that's part of some boring quest line that no one cares about, which is why I don't remember. Ah, let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Ah, the cooking pot. Here's what we've been waiting all this time for. See, the thing about all of these other things is like, oh yeah, that's a lot of hunger. Look at all the stamina and that stuff from those other soups. But they are all terrible. None of them matter. The only thing that matters is here at the bottom, vegetable soup, which is not just better than all the other soups, it is dramatically better. There is no other item in the game that has anything like what vegetable soup does. And they just hide it at the bottom in alphabetical order. The Civil War, yeah. One of those quests that people don't care about, like the Civil War. Oh man, they've got like all sorts of nice stuff in here. Yeah, I definitely need to go sell stuff. I just, you know, I keep on dying when I'm supposed to not be doing that. We should level up real quick. Man, this place is nice. Yeah, we'll just sleep all night. Yeah. Nah, just for an hour right now. Okay, we're level 7 now. That makes sense. So when you get to steel, like, a very important thing is you gotta get up to, like, dwarven smithing because you have access to a bunch of, like, dwarven weapons super early. But in general, the only thing that really matters is getting to elven up in this way, because up to glass, the dragon ones don't matter. Glass is every bit as good as what you need, and it's less perks to go left. We're not going to spend one of those perks right now because we're going to spend first level of sneak. No, we'll just save the perk, right? Because, yeah, we'll get one more light armor point, and then we'll want to put it there. Alright, so this is the Forsworn, which is real bad. They are actually, like, very tough for lower levels. We're gonna have to get out of here. But not before taking their boots. Yeah, I think this is, like, one of those places where they, Oh no, I'm inside again. Let me out! You say you're currently running a mage in robes and thinking about joining the Dark Brotherhood? Nice. You know, robes are good. That's a nice part of playing, like, on a lower difficulty. I would consider any, like, lower than Master, like, a lower difficulty. Is that you can, you know, play around with stuff like unarmored or, like, using spells for damage in general, which is not that viable for an early character if the difficulty is somewhat high. Not in my opinion, anyway. But we've gotten this, so we're... How do I see the map? Yeah. So, yeah, we made excellent progress here. We don't really need to go any further in that direction. Because what we need is to, like, yeah, we're doing this whole thing wrong, right? Everything I'm doing wrong. I was supposed to show how to play the game right, and instead I'm not doing that at all. Well, I guess we could sort of, like, try to hit Rorikstead, right? Do I remember where Rorikstead is? It's like this way, right? Yeah. On Legendary? Nice. Sabercat. There you see the strength of vegetable soup, right? After all the work I did to get that iron ore, now I'm just gonna throw it away. Alright, we got that that little shrine thing here, right? Yeah, we'll just go to the little shrine thing. That'll be nice to pick up. Then we can go sort of that away. Yeah, no, the my optimal legendary way is to, you know, you play through it until you get to level 10, and then you get the staff that summons Tremora Lords, and then you just ride that the whole way. But I also, like, on legendary, I use, you know, a companion and Flame Atronach summons, stuff like that. Anyway, thought there was something else going on there. Yes, Rorikstead, this way. Or you're trying to, you know, commit some light crimes against the Jarl and your follower wants to be loud. You're trying to sneak around and your follower wants to bump into stuff. Or the worst, I'm sworn to carry your burdens. You're like, if you're not happy about it, you can leave. I didn't ask you to be sworn to carry my burdens. But nevertheless, she's always got to saltily tell you what's up. And of course, torchlings are great. Luna moths are awesome. You get invisibility out of Luna moths, which is quite a high-selling thing. All right, Thalmor nonsense. I don't have my Zerker power. I don't...
You never should have...
This was a mistake. But if we can fight him here, we might be able to make away with it. Oh, that shouldn't have missed. That's bad. Alright, there's one down. Wait, who's trying to attack me from that area? Wait, the Empire? What? That's outrageous! Where do you get off? I don't believe you. Cowardly Imperials, doing the bidding of the Thalmor? Never. Never. Yeah, you're gonna need some lightning when I'm done with you.
I've been wounded worse by better.
Oh wow. Okay. There are a lot more of them. Oh, that's right, because it was a 3-man Imperial squad plus the Thalmor squad. Well, let's just Yikes. Alright, well. Oh no, I ate all my vegetable soup. It doesn't matter, we're about to die. Yep, Well, it doesn't matter. And we're all the way back here, and we're all the way back here. Well, you know, that's what I get for starting a fight. I could have saved it, and I didn't. Why did I say it was a bad call? Because I was low on everything. I've got, you know, 2 healing abilities, and apparently they're all bad. I have like 4 potions, but they don't work very well when some effect is happening. So it's like, it's more like I have 2/3 of the things that I have. And whatever status effects are changing the ability of me to move and swing are really bad. I don't find it enjoyable to be this bad at a game that I consider myself an expert in. And yet, what do? I keep on playing on the mode that does the thing that bothers me. You know, like an idiot. So this giant is sort of like doing his thing. We're just gonna go this way, right? Right. Yeah, I thought it could be okay. Alright, so here we come upon Rorikstead. Rorikstead is special. So you see, Rorikstead has leeks and cabbages and potatoes, and that means all you need are tomatoes to make vegetable soup here. And also, it is the song Ragnar the Red's namesake place.
If you've got some business in Rorikstead, you should start by speaking to Juan.
Do yourself a favor and don't have children. They're good for nothing at all.
Sure, man. Preaching to the choir.
I only take real coin here. No hand. Let's sate that appetite, huh?
And he doesn't want to buy anything that I want to sell, which makes sense. That's always how it is.
None of your business. How about you keep your nose out of it?
You keep
I got enough troubles, so don't go adding to them.
I kind of want to hit that guy. He's just so annoying.
Rorik, we were as close as kinsmen, and when Rorik returned home,
God might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn.
He gets the successor string in the inventory. Ah, one of those. This is like the place that's totally overrun with skeevers, right? Right. No, it's wolves. No, it's skeevers. Lund is, of course, no longer with us, but we've got some random trash items that we can pick up, so that's good. Yeah, so here we reach the first real question. Do we need to pull him off of the bed in order to sleep on it? Can we not sleep when we're over encumbered? No, but it looks like you can't sleep, that his body occupies the bed even in death. I'm like, is there supposed to be something going on here? I feel like this ties in with some question. I just don't remember what it is at all. Anyway, that's Lund's hut, you know. If you're supposed to figure out more about it, you got to pay more attention than I'm gonna pay. Fast travel is unavailable from this location. For what reason? Alright, fast travel is unavailable for this location. Got it. Fine. Whatever. I'll just keep on running in this direction. You can't change me, game. You can only make me do a thing I didn't want to do, but you can't change me. I mean, I know there's an inn, but why pay for a bed when I can find one? Remember there was one day that Bethesda pushed an update to Skyrim and it like bricked the game, like just total fatal exception, crash it on, it was the PlayStation 3 that me and my friend were playing on, yeah. When you got into water and you moved into like the swimming mode, it just crashed the game. And playing on a console, it was like basically impossible to figure out how to revert it. Not fun. And we got Fisherman's Hut, the Crabber Shanty, where the bed is owned. Hello, fisher person. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid to steal stuff from you. I'm not afraid of anything. Alright, I must have died in between eating all the stuff. We'll have to save right now so that the eating all the stuff won't be forgotten.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Well, I mean, I'm I only play PC now. I have a Switch, but I never, ever play it. I did own Skyrim on Switch at one point and played it sometimes. You know, it's underwhelming when you get used to modding and stuff, as I had been. Is that a flame atronac out there partying on the road? Looks like it was. Looks like it still is. How interesting. Looks like my old girl's fighting a bear. Hey, learn your route. Oh no, we're about to die. Well. Well, fortunately we didn't get very far. I should have made this a hardcore playthrough, and then I would have died like a long time ago, and I could have just quit. Oh my god, that is such an agonizingly long death animation. I hate it so much. Yeah, bears are real strong, I always forget, because the one they give you at the beginning is such a pushover joke. Even though I know it's, you know, unpowered. Dead Man's Respite, of course, there are about to be some dead men popping out. Of this or that, right? Right? Where are the bones? This feels like it's for some quest line that no one cares about. Companions, maybe? Oh wait, no, it's the bard thing. This one's actually awesome. We're just gonna leave it till later, though, because I don't want to do it right now. Cunningly allowing us to save the game again. I know you might be thinking, can't you do that literally anytime you want? Well, yeah, but so what? Alright, not chasing after a fiery lady made out of anger and doom, and going up to this cave instead. Is this like one of those spider caves? If it is, we're not going. Mud crabs are hilariously lethal on Legendary. They just do like really shocking amounts of damage. That one thought I didn't see him, but I did. They're really good for leveling up your armor, actually. For that reason. Because they do pretty big amounts of damage, but they just, you know, sort of sit there and scuttle. Oh yeah, it is the spider one. Unfortunate. Alright, so the problem with spiders is they have way too much hit points. And the poison hurts like way more than you think it should. If you're playing like an Argonian, you don't even notice that the poison exists in the game, but if you're not... I'm like, you know, let's just have a stand-up. That's right, these are the weak spiders. Oh no, no they're not. Oh, they hit so hard. Okay, well anyway. They're not very weak spiders. Either that or I got hit with a power attack that did a third of my hit points, and the other ones were weaker. Anyway, why am I even playing this? Is it to show off how I, like, have a drastic disconnect between my abilities and my perception of them? I mean, that's a reason to do anything, I suppose. Like, what was I supposed to be doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to like actually play the game, and then I died in Riften, and then I went the other direction. Yeah. What? Oh.
You're nothing.
I have been killed, so... Well, that's all over. Anyway, let's do that again. Maybe I shouldn't be playing on Expert. Maybe I should be playing on Novice. Is there an easier difficulty than that? God, so bad. Maybe it is just the mistake of saying yes to survival mode. Maybe just the small percentages. Maybe that's why my controller won't stay plugged in. I'm gonna lose my mind. No, I wanna play with my... I'm gonna scream. I'm actually I'm gonna get really mad. I'm gonna get so mad. I don't want to get this mad in public. I just need to calm down. It's gonna accept the controller. It's going to. Why won't it? I don't think my controller works anymore. You say you guys it's time to find another streamer? Yeah, maybe, man. If my input doesn't work anymore, I can't play. I can't play with a keyboard and mouse. I never learned how. Well, anyway, I guess I'm just gonna lose. Alright, so, I really don't know what to do. If I turn it off and then go out and then turn it on, will it work? No, it won't. Well, well, I can't play if my controller won't work, and it doesn't look like it'll work. I'm gonna try to restart the game real quick. And see if that'll get us anywhere. Pretty annoying, but you know, what are you gonna do? The good thing is my computer is very strong, so it does not take very long to load up the game. Alright, good stuff. We're back in business and the controller works. We just needed to restart it. Fast load times are great, not if you need to read anything, but you know, they're great in general.
Yeah.
Guess it's all clear now.
Alright, I think I guess I don't know how to play Skyrim anymore. That's kind of funny. I thought I did. But I don't, though. That's alright. I'm not gonna let it get to me. You know, it's like they say, never should have come here.
Guess it's all clear now. Need something.
But, you know, that's, I guess that's that. Hey, that was fun. It's always fun to go down memory lane, and I mean, survival mode was, I guess, a bad choice. Yeah, I got the controller working. I just turned the game off and turned it back on again. I guess survival mode was a bad choice. I guess all of this wasn't, like, what was the point? No, that's a bad question. What's the point of anything? I was gonna play it to have a good time, and I just, like, am really bad. That doesn't... It's only just, like, embarrassing because I thought I wasn't bad, right? Like, I remember never struggling in this game. I remember just, like, doing awesome all the time. But you know, I don't know what changed. Oh no, not the bear. We almost had him. Yeah. You're right. Wait, no. It's all on. Do I have to load back into the game? It's like, aren't I supposed to have 300 carry weight? Yeah, alright. So, survival mode's off now. Forget it. I don't care. I feel much better now that I have twice the carry weight. Now let's go die to this vampire again. Oh, well. Right, I didn't eat the vegetable soup this time. I'm so bad! Also, maces swing really slow, and I normally don't use them. I think this is all sort of coming together to be just like, I'm bad and I should feel bad. As I go here to try to defeat this character for the 50th time now. I've only died to her like 8 times, right? Because with vegetable soup, you just do this, right? And they die, and they're supposed to. And then you just walk away from them, and you don't have to fight them again because you quick save after they're dead. Decaying mammoth on the road, where all you can get is its delicious snout. But we are here in the delightful swamps. Now, the swamps of Markarth are very important, right? Because they bear some interesting stuff. Not this stone, I forget which one it is. This stone doesn't matter, though. But they have a swamp fungal pod, and a swamp fungal pod is among the most important of all reagents in the game. There's some right there. For swamp fungal pods give us, say it with me class, paralysis poisons. The only thing in the game that matters.
Oh, do come in. I hope I have what you need. If you need any alchemy supply, take a look.
So Giant's Toe you always want to buy because you put it into a potion with like any of a lot of things, and it pays off so well that it's worth doing even if you don't really have very many of it. Now here we will get to unload some of our underwhelming potions.
Until next time.
It's like butterfly wing, right, and giant's toe. And if you have wheat, but I don't, so that would be like the best of them. But I think there's a blue butterfly wing. I don't remember. Let's try it with a chicken egg. It's a terrible thing to do and a waste of the giant's toe. But anyway, the giant's toe makes the potion like have more of an amplitude for regenerate health. I think it's something with it, and anyway, it makes it worth a ton more. But we're not going to get that right now. What we are going to do is just bash a lot of these in. Not with the canis roots, because of course we perfectly well know what those do, and that I'm like, wait, we had the lab for the thing. And those are our paralysis poisons. Now, there's a couple other sources of paralysis, but this is like a nice common one out in the thing. Canis roots also are great. They grow like on the southern band around Riften and then all along the way up to High Hrothgar. Paralysis, of course, is the most important thing you can do. There are some very dangerous enemies that are immune to it, but for everything else, you know, it gets the job done and then some.
Aye.
Say you're using an alchemy mod and it changes the properties of the ingredients. That would be interesting. Somebody was telling me about a mod, maybe you've heard of it. It was like gave you like a whole bunch of collections to do like all around the game, like to try to get like all of the items, and then it had like a place to put them into, and some sort of museum thing. I didn't look to it at all. Somebody was just telling me about it. Near en route. And that sounds pretty cool. The collector in me likes the idea of being told to go and get every item in the game, and you know, like gradually being able to make progress toward it. That sounds pretty fun.
Oh, lollygagging.
Yes.
Brucius.
Come, I haven't got all day.
So this is a fishing map of Hjalmarch. This has got to be something new, right? Where those X's are. I say it has to be something new because I've played this game enough to know that that map wasn't on that boat. Okay, it just wasn't. But it is now.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
What's the Jarl going to do about it?
How are we supposed to feel safe in our own home?
And these kids are all like...
Valiant says I'm good at learning. I
have
like
told
learning
Ygritte
about
of your
magic.
concerns. She'll look after you all. Please, go about your business.
We've no need for wizards in our midst.
Morthal has enough problems as it is.
It's no use.
These guys all hate
Let's get back.
wizards.
Unless it's about the mill.
What
Trust you
isn't
saw
the
the
Jarl
house that
dealing
burned down.
with?
Peculiar bit of business that was. And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night. What's a man to do if he can't look to his Jarl for help? The world's... She hides inside with her visions. We need a leader.
Wow. Nice weapon. Can I hold it? I promise not to break anything. Honest.
Like, doesn't the wizard have a place in here?
Please don't mind Yorick. He's not mad. Really, he's not.
A ringing endorsement.
I haven't Mother's gift. Not quite. But I've seen things. My brother is... We were taking him to the Temple of Kinnereth in Whiterun, just so the healers could make sure he was in good health. And they say he's fine. Are you heading to Whiterun? Could you take this letter to the priestess, Danica Purespring? It's a note about Yorick's health.
Sure.
Thank you.
That'll give us a reason to go to Whiterun. Finally!
So, life has brought you to Morthal and to me. What purpose this serves, we will no doubt... Tamriel
Italian has his own house.
full of
Ah, yeah, that's
wisdom
right.
and magic, if one is willing to look for it. Few have their eyes open. That which is unknown can create unease, even fear. It is to be expected.
I love that they've got like all these mud crabs up on the wall behind, you know, like these are the largest mud crabs ever killed in this swamp.
Time will prove me right.
These are the true trophies.
Hrogar's house? My people believe it to be cursed. Hrogar blames his wife for spilling bear fat in the fire. Many folk think his lust can make a man do the unthinkable.
Yep,
The ashes
more
will still
vampires.
walk on rumor and sift through it. Should you prove him guilty or innocent, I will reward.
But I don't know if we want to do this. First of all, because I'm so weak.
I'd ask that you speak to me first. I do what I can to see that Idgrud's time isn't wasted.
And these kids are just waiting in the swamp
My
now.
mother and father died years ago. Valiant takes care of him now.
Helgen. Destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Oh, do come in. I hope I have what you need.
Yeah, build severe resistances if you survive. Phalion, hello.
Before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may save your breath. I have done no such thing,
Yikes,
nor
dude.
do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace. Beyond that, I see.
He's like, oh, how'd you fidget for a mage? I just had to say all that totally out-of-pocket stuff first. Alright, so from these guys that sell these, what do you need? You need Bound Sword. You need Conjure Flame at your neck. You need light, but not mage light. It's candlelight because it hovers. Mage light goes like where you shoot it, and that's terrible. You need muffle. Yeah, that's really all you need. You could go with like an oak flesh sort of thing, just like to have more, but really that's just sort of like getting more experience. It's not really that useful, I don't think. We'll buy it anyway, just cuz.
Have you... My mother. I'm still waiting for her to come home.
Like, wait, no, that's not how to do it. You have to go like so, and then when you go into some place where you're in combat, no matter when, you'll get the experience, and then you can put it away.
Morthal used to be a quiet place, but then the world
Colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like here, there's a spider all the way over there. These are good ways to level up your conjuration if you're just, you know, like wanting to do it. You could also, there's like, you know, you can find a place with slaughterfish or whatever. There's a lot of good ways to get it. You could do this with any of the stuff that requires you to be in combat for the level ups, right? Your alteration spells. The thing with like muffle, which we got earlier, is that you don't need that. And with the hood, you get up to 130 H or MP, right? Yeah, which is like enough for a muffle cast when you have full MP, and then you just sort of like walk around towns because muffle you don't have to be in combat for. And the only point of getting your conjuration up is to be able to get to level 25 so you can take the adept point and make Conjure Flame Atronach more like affordable. This is like Lady, maybe? It's bad. I forget. Whatever it is, it's bad. Apprentice. Oh yeah, Apprentice is terrible. just kind of want to go, what, like this way? We'll know it when we see it. Yeah, I like that way. I think it's that way. Because we're going to get the good standing stone, which is what we would have done a really long time ago if I had not accidentally cast flame on that guy in Riften and then got killed by the guards. And then if I had been running back up and then we hadn't been killed by the companions. I still don't get what was going on there. We must have accidentally one of them when we were trying to fight the giant. And rather than accept that the big giant did it, they blamed me. A mace would be a very appropriate weapon for dealing with a spider. Not like a sword or a dagger, that's a little too personal for a spider. But a mace would be nice and far away. Well, bye Ghost, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your book. What are you reading? I'm a great lover of books myself. Sorry, not trying to keep you engaged in here. I know you said you were leaving, but I am interested. But I appreciate you hanging around, saying what's up and giving your advice. It's nice to meet you. Hope you have a good night. It's like sometimes, it's like, yeah, obviously expert is a fine difficulty, like right now, and then you have just barely earlier where I died like 12 times, which should have indicated to me that I was in the wrong place, but served mainly to indicate to me that I should try even more to do the thing I was doing. Some kind of mine here. Oh no, it's a whole mining village. Stone Hills. I sort of vaguely remember that this place exists. That's right. Here is where you take the smelter. I was like, there is smelters in this game. I know there are. I already threw away my ingots because I neglected. I was like, I know there is, but I can't find it, and that means I'm just gonna ignore it, right? Right. Free iron ingots are free iron ingots.
Good fun.
It was, Sirgar. I didn't even see you there.
Guess the Empire is going to need plenty of iron, what with all the fighting. That'll be good for us, I suppose.
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
But that standing stone, the one to the east there, is that where we're going? Am I that far off? I might be, because that's Hermaeus Moria's thing, right? No, not Hermaeus Moria. Why can't I think of him? Menrins Dagon. But we'll just do a classic Skyrim thing of running up a mountainside that you wouldn't think would work, and you just gotta believe that it will. Any game that doesn't let this happen is a bad game. Every game should let you jump up seams and see what's possible. No game should keep you from figuring out, you know, where the boundary of the map is truly. They should let you climb. They should let you believe in yourself. They should let you do what I'm doing here. No, not like that. They should let you spend like an hour trying to go around when you could have just found a path going very slightly another way. That's just some of the things that I believe about the way the world should be. Like, come on, I gotta believe they'll let me get higher up here. Come on, won't they? Won't they? What if I really walked to the side over here too, you know, like, what about then? They wouldn't take an orc that walked all the way to that side and not let me get any further up the mountain, would they? No, they wouldn't do that. It's very important to the way the world is that you be able to climb mountains like this. It's just the only thing that there is. So you see, only with sufficient belief in oneself can one climb the mountain, arriving at all of the legendary spots. No, you can't let me get this close. Like, unironically, that's not okay. You gotta let me get all the way up. All right, here we go. Magnificent. Dim Hollow Crypt, you'll never guess what's inside. Yep, I was way off with the map placement, but I knew where this thing was, you know, because this is the most important stone in the game. This is actually the most important thing in the whole game, besides vegetable soup. Because this stone is like having a legendary piece of armor all the time. And there we go. We now have just enough. Yep. We got our level just high enough to where with the hood we can use Flame Atronach, and that means we're in good shape for the rest of the game, essentially. You don't get a lot of experience out of the Atronachs, but you do get an Atronach that is indistinguishable from a real one. It is fantastically strong. It is pretty and made of flame. It is a powerhouse. It shoots fireballs. It has as much hit points as an expert scaled Atronach. And it even explodes when they kill it. It, of course, trivializes encounters, and the thing it's fighting is already dead. However, here we are at the Lord Stone. It makes us more resistant to magicka. It makes us more resistant to other things. It gives you 50 points of damage reductions and 25% magic resist. 25% magic resistance and 50 points of armor. For perspective, I have 122 points of armor because of that. So just a drastic improvement in armor. And of course, 25% magic resist. That's a huge chunk of the available magic resist. That's the madman, right? That's everything that you need right there. And we're going to take the novice here just because we want to push up to the apprentice one so that we can do a flame atronach more easily in the future. And now we're going to go to another important place, which you have to go to before level 10 or they burn it down now. This is actually like a really important place because there's all sorts of cool stuff here. Like there's a restoration trainer that's also a merchant. But, you know, they die if you don't get here soon enough, so you can't really take advantage of it. Assassin? What? This Argonian assassin is running up to me in Dark Brotherhood clothes. And now we have taken him down. Let's see what's on this note. As instructed, you are to limit Atros by any means necessary. The Black Sacrament has been performed. Blah, blah, blah. Astrid. It would be a lot cooler if you could find out who did it. But at this point, there's a lot of people that don't like me. Yeah, and you just come back the wall here. And here you get like the little Vigilant Stendar place. It's nice.
Don't set anything. You speak to a Vigilant of Sten and any other, but the Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent.
But the vampires burn this down as part of the expansion, which is interesting because this was like a whole interesting place, you know, with angry dudes and stuff. And Keeper Carset.
I am the keeper of the vigil here in Skyrim. I'll gladly share my knowledge with you.
Or I thought she sold stuff, but she does train it. I guess it's that she trains it and then you can, you know, find it 100 bones later, but
walk always in the light, or we will drag you to it.
Knights of the Nine, get a heavy armor thing, because this stuff is all down here later, right? I think so. Because you can just fight all of them, like you can... Oh, right, that is a thing that I do sometimes. Because you can just, you can spend all of your stuff and level up, and then you can, like, get in the fight and pop all of them, knowing that they're going to perish before too long anyway. And we'll just get a couple of nice poisons there. Well, here we are. I don't know. I mean, I had a good time. It was a little frustrating sometimes, and the survival mode stuff wasn't great. Glad I played it. You know, Skyrim's a great game, and it was fun to pick it back up again. Maybe I'll get some mods or something. I don't know. I'm not, like, feeling particularly compelled to keep on, you know, going. But I might, you know, especially if anybody wants to see more of it. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed. And when we return, I don't know what I'll be playing. Probably not Skyrim today. But we'll see what the future holds. So, alright, that's all I've got for you. See you guys.